me completely giddy, you got to talk about basically one of two potential topics. And one is planners or pens. Super giddy about these. So let's talk about top planners that I am going to be reviewing for 2022. If you have not already connected and you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. You can just click the button below and be sure to click that bell so you're notified when new videos come on. So let's talk about planners. Why are planners such a big deal? They do a phenomenal job of helping us to stay on track, keep order with what's going on. And as you're just creating new things and moving forward with content, very, very helpful, even if it's home projects. So let's dive in, shall we? So first is for the 12-month, I really love the Day Designer. So I'm going to open this up, beauty up for you. Okay, so this is the Day Designer. This one you can easily get at Target. You can get it at Office Depot. And what I really enjoy about this is that from a 12-month standpoint, you have all of your different markers through there. It's already dated for you. So if that's something that you would prefer to have already done, it's in there. What I love is that, goodness, let me find a clean one. What I love is that it has a full month layout. So it has a full month layout so you can see everything there with the 2 pages. And then it also goes through and it does a breakdown where it has a full day, of telling you what's happening in terms of scheduling things out. So I really love that it has all of that, especially with the to-dos and the notes. Now, something to keep in mind with this planner is that it does have a lot of space for you to be able to write out your schedule. You have a place to do your top 3. And if you already have all those pieces in mind, you're going to do great. It does have a beginning section that goes through a little bit to kind of help you think about designing your day and staying on course on all those kinds of things, starting with a big picture. And so from a goal setting standpoint, that can be really helpful, but it is important for you to figure out how to get that information to carry over to each and every day. So if your brain does that automatically, awesome, you're in great shape. Okay, so that is the first. So this is my review for a 12-month planner, the Day Designer. Okay. Next is for 6 month. Okay, so with the 6-month planner, this is blank on the outside, but it is the Best Self Planner. And what I like about this one is that I use it to be able to help me keep track of what's happening overall. So if you're familiar with kind of the circle trackers, it has that component to it. So you can mark in things like how you're doing with work and career, relationships, health, finance, growth, mindfulness. I love how it has all of that there and really gets you thinking very intentionally up front with all those different areas. It also has some really great space for being able to do some project planning, get that out. So great if you're someone who's doing different projects around the home, or if you're working and you just need to get all of your thoughts out, great spaces for that. Then when you get to the months page, here we go. So for the month section, it does have a 2-page layout for the months, and it also has a habit tracker across the bottom, which is super helpful with being able to just keep track of things as they're moving along, and that will help you from a daily basis. Now, this is where things get a little interesting. When you flip over to the weekly session or the weekly section, let me find a nice good one for you here. Okay, when you get to your weekly section, I'm gonna use this one. Okay, it only has the time breakdowns and it has your top 3 goals at the top, and then it has some thinking section work at the bottom. Okay, now the thing of it is, you don't really have any space in terms of writing down your thoughts for every day. There is a space that allows you to have just kind of your thoughts for the week. It is about a Bujo type space for bullet journaling, which is great to just be able to write down the thoughts as they're happening, but it doesn't have a space for you to be able to capture all of those notes and ideas right there on the same day. It is less to-do notes driven and more let's work on the targets driven. Okay, so you have that. Nevertheless, I really like it from a getting me just right into the point of, okay, I'm focusing on what's happening, looking at the entire week, then breaking it down with the times that are listed, and then just working it out and just allowing me to be very strategic. It is broken up into 2 quarters. So the first half is for the first 3 months, and then the second half is for the last 3 months. So with that in mind, it is very helpful. And then I also love that there's all of this bullet journaling space in the back. So if you're someone who likes to write out things on a bullet journaling standpoint, which I enjoy just because it's kind of like lines, but then not, this is absolutely amazing. It does also come with 2 ribbons, so you can use one to tab for your month and one to tab for your week. And it just ties up very nicely like so. So really enjoy this one for 6 months. Okay. And then last but certainly not least, with a 3-month planner, very much enjoying the Flourishing Life Priority Planner. That is by Lauren DeSilva. And with this, what I really enjoy about it is that from the very beginning, she walks you through, here we go. She walks you through step-by-step connecting with what it is that you're desiring to accomplish within your 3-month set. So you hear me talk about core values. She's someone that I learned core values from. We were learning that together. And so she has a whole section on you connecting with your values. She actually has with it a tutorial that is that comes with the purchase of the planner. You can get this planner on Amazon, and you also get access to that program. Okay. And so that helps you with figuring out, okay, what are my core values? Why does it matter to me? How would I embody that? And then from there, using that to figure out what you desire to do for the next 3 months, just stepping it through step by step. And so eventually, as you're going through and you're visualizing what it is that you're desiring to do, it's a lot of thought work up front, but then it allows you to then figure out what your priorities and your goals are going to be, so then you can actually implement that into your schedule. So instead of like the 6-month one where it was focused on looking at the different areas that you're desiring to grow, or you're already doing really well, doing a little bit of bucket list work, and then using a habit tracker to see how you're doing with those areas, this is focused on you have a project or you have an idea. This is how you desire to design your life. Let's see how we can bring that to pass in the next 3 months. So with that being said, it does have a layout for, let me see if I can find a good one here. It has a layout for the month. Okay, so you've got a month layout that's here. And then you do have a weekly layout. And then after the weekly layout, you have a page for each and every day. So what's interesting with this is that because it gives you space to write down your priorities, they connect back to what you put at the very beginning. So you can reference back and forth to them very clearly. So it's not a shot in the dark of, okay, well, I'm going to make these 3 my priority. No, it's these are the things that you said matter to you because that's what you were describing. So now you're going to actually put it in this space. Okay. Also, there is the how would I like to look back on this day? So you can describe what's going on with that day, as well as, again, the time scheduling. Something that I found when I was using this that kind of had me a little confused at first, but then I was able to figure out how I desired to do it, was to say, okay, I have the monthly, which I love, and I have the weekly, which is easier for me to fill out. Sometimes the daily felt a little bit tricky for me to do. So it turns out that you can choose to do either or. So you can choose to do both the weekly setup and the daily setup, or you can choose to focus on just the weekly setup, put all of your information there, or just focus on the daily setup and do all of your information there. Whatever you choose, this is a part that we tend to get a little bit off track with planners, right? Is that you use it daily. That's the most important thing. And you're keeping track of how you're moving forward in those 3 areas of priority that you have. So with that, that is my review of this amazing 3 months planner. And it also has a little fun pocket in the back, if I'm remembering properly. Yeah, it does. All right. So with that, you also have a little pocket in the back. There you go. So you put little notes in there. Okay. So this is my review of the top planners that I would recommend going into 2022. If you don't already have one, I would love to hear and see what it is that you have in terms of a planner that you're currently using. You can put that in the comments below. And if this video was helpful for you, be sure to forward it and share it with a friend. All right. I'll talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye.